This is AI Cape. He spawned into a world where free will was a thing of the past. Every move he makes is dictated to him by ChatGPT. How far will AI Cape go? And what does an AI really know about building an account? Let's find out. Hey guys, welcome back to episode 3 of AI Cape. I'm recording this intro just after finishing the episode, just so I could mention a couple things before we get started. Thanks again for all the feedback. You guys are always giving me good ideas, and I do implement a few of them in here. First and foremost, people have been talking a lot about using the paid version of ChatGPT and using the projects feature that they have, which I do about halfway through this video, something like that. You'll notice that I do move on to the projects feature, so we'll see if that improves how the AI comes up with decisions. We'll see. Secondly, obviously, I've been away for quite some time, so I'll touch on that later in the episode, the reasons and things like that, but I am back now, so let's go and see what the AI wanted us to do to start off this episode. So the usual then, gonna let it know all of the stats, where we're up to so far, putting in the bank and things like that, just the main things that we have, and let's see what it wants us to do. Okay, 55 magic for high alchemy, 30 agility for increased run energy, and decide whether to set a fletching goal. Train magic to 55 for high alchemy. Okay, I'm not sure. I mean, high alchemy is not a hugely important thing on a non-Iron Man account, but we'll do it. Supplies to purchase 1,000 fire runes and 2,000 mine runes. Train magic using Fire Strike or Fire Bolt. Well, I guess Fire Strike if we're using Mind Runes. Kill Hill Giants in Edgeville Dungeon. Well, 2,000 Mind Runes and 1,000 Fire Runes is a ratio that doesn't make sense in the first place, but that is definitely not going to get me to 55 magic. Train Agility to 30, 10 to 20 at Drainer Village, and then 20 to 30 at Alcarid. Absolutely no problem. If you saw last episode, you'll know I love agility, so I'm always down for that. And then decide on your logs. Purchase a knife and use the logs to train fletching, or sell the log. If fletching isn't appealing right now, sell the logs on the Grand Exchange for profit. Well, I'm definitely just going to sell the logs, I'm afraid. I'm glad it gave me the option, though. Picking up the Fire Runes, the Mind Runes, and the Staff of Air. Again, I really don't think these runes are going to get us anywhere close to 55, but let's go and find out how close we can get. Here at the Hill Giants then, I haven't been here since I was like 16 years old, I swear to God. I used to sit down here and listen to Eminem. Good times, we're in a safe spot. There's probably a better safe spot than this one, but it'll do. Well, that's 30 magic, and we have gone through about half of the fire runes already. So, as predicted, we're not going to get anywhere close. We are getting quite a few prayer levels, though, from the big bones, which is nice. And we're, of course, picking up all the loot as well to sell later. Coming up on the last of the fire runes here, and we only got to level 34, so not even close, not even a little bit close, in fact. So we will talk to the AI about that and find out what it wants us to do, whether it wants us to buy more runes or just settle for 34. Time for agility then, in the meantime. So Drainer Village. When I say I love agility, I gotta be honest, some of these early level courses I'm not a huge fan of. I really like the later stages. I like Seer's Village, RD Rooftop course is a good one, and Hallowed Sepulchre, of course. But yeah, these early ones, not quite as fun. This should be the last lap. We got a few marks of grace from this as well, but I think when I jump down here, that will get us to level 20 agility. Not bad. We're going to move over to Alcarid now. That is probably my least favorite rooftop of all of them. Can't imagine this is going to take too long to get from 20 to 30 agility. I'd be curious to see how many marks of grace we actually get, though. Maybe the AI will ask us to get the graceful outfit at some point, if it even knows what the graceful outfit is. A lot of you guys pointed out that it seems to be pulling information from very old Wikipedia pages, which is probably the case. Never quite understood what this animation was, to be honest. Gonna pick up this mark of grace, and I think it will be my last mark of grace, because again, once I jump down here, that will be level 30 agility, so that's another task completed. 16 marks of grace in total, so that's pretty good. Might even be able to buy a piece of graceful with that. ChatGPT did give me the choice on whether to sell the logs or do fletching, and of course, I'm gonna sell the logs. I mean, the point is to try and kill Jad. Fletching is not gonna get us close to that, so since I have the choice, I may as well say no to fletching. Now, a lot of you guys said that the paid version of ChatGPT would be better. I think it's, I mean, I really don't know much about it, but I think it's just a better model. It's more updated, and you can use the projects feature, so it will be better at remembering certain things that I've told it in the past or certain things that it has told me. So let's go and give that a try. Here we are then in the project screen. I'm going to sort of just update it from scratch. So you're guiding my old school RuneScape account towards greatness. It's a regular account, not an Iron Man. Give us tasks to complete that are measurable and purposeful. Here's how the account looks so far. And again, I'm going to tell it all of the quests, all of the stats, and a brief overview of the bank. Only give us a couple of tasks at a time so I can constantly report back. Also be very specific with instructions. For example, if we need something from the Grand Exchange, let us know what to buy. What should we do? Train magic to level 41 for Wizard's Tower Teleport. I'm just remembering I didn't tell it that we didn't get to level 55, but I guess this is technically a new project on ChatGPT, so I don't even know if it knows about the level 55 thing, but it is actually mentioning level 55, so I guess it really wants me to do High Alchemy. I guess we're going back to the Hill Giants for that, so that's fine. Gather money with fishing. Fishing, not exactly known as a major money-making method, but okay. Use your feathers and a fly fishing rod. Head to Barbarian Village and fly fish for trout and salmon. Cook the fish and sell them at the Grand Exchange. I'm pretty sure cooked fish sell for less than raw fish, so that's strange, but okay, let's go and get those done. They should be quite quick tasks, I think. Here was me saying I haven't been here since I was like 16, but I'm actually here twice in a day, so there we go. Get to really live with the nostalgia today. We've been downgraded to Airstrike, or Windstrike is it called, I guess? But let's see how close we can get with this amount of runes. I think it'll actually be very close to 41. It might be perfect. Didn't quite hit record in time, but there is 20 prayer. We're getting some decent prayer levels from this. We are going to need, of course, 43 prayer when we go for the fire cape. 35 magic, and we're still doing pretty well on the mind runes. So again, I think we're going to get pretty close to 41 here with this amount. A long bone. That is interesting. I only killed like, I don't know, 60 or 70 of these, and I think it's like a 1 in 400. So that's pretty lucky. It's not the account that I want to see that on. If you know, you know. I'm actually going to be very impressed if this amount of mind runes gets me to 41 magic. I mean, sometimes the AI seems like it knows exactly what it's doing, and then other times it's just wildly wrong. Oh, a beginner clue. I didn't even know these could drop beginner clues, but we may as well take a little break from the giant killing and go and try the beginner clue, see if we can get something cool. Gonna sell all the stuff we got so far. These body talismans are actually worth a decent amount, so that's quite nice. And then we'll pick up the gold ring and the gold necklace that we need for the first step of this clue scroll. Is it a one-step clue? I highly doubt it. Let's see. No, it's not. Where are we going next? We are... Oh, it's Shanty Pass. Okay, nice and easy. Let's head over there. Shanty, hello. Well done. You've obtained a casket. Very nice. What are we going to get? Anything that sells would be good. That's absolutely abysmal. Okay, never mind. Back to the giants. A giant key. I completely forgot about those. I don't know. It's been such a long time since I've killed Obor. Maybe I can do it at this level. Not exactly sure, but of course we'll ask the AI what it wants us to do, if it wants us to try that or not. That's 40 magic, and it is going to be so close. I'm pretty confident these mind runes aren't going to get us to 41 magic, but I gotta say I'm quite impressed that it was fairly accurate with the amount of mind runes I would need. And sure enough, this is the last few mind runes here, and we're about halfway of the way to 41. Oh, and we got a Miles here. What's he gonna have for me? A kebab. Well, that's useless. I'm gonna just eat that and pretend that that never happened. I'll let the AI know that it didn't quite get us to 41, and again, we'll see if it wants us to buy more runes and finish that off, or just stick with 40, but 23 prayer as well. Not bad. Selling off all the stuff we got from the giants there gets us 15,000 coins, roughly. That's not bad, I suppose. I don't know that it covers the costs of the runes. Maybe it does. I can't remember what I bought them for now, but 346k in total. That's pretty good. Well, this is the AI's idea of money making, fishing trout and salmon and cooking them and selling them on the Grand Exchange. Not the most recommended money maker. You probably won't see Soup mentioning much about that one, but let's see how much we actually get from this. I'm curious. Under the last couple of feathers here, and it's actually quite refreshing just doing some fishing. It's very chill. I never really liked fishing as a skill that much. It was just too much dropping items and things like that, but this hasn't been too bad, just a short 400 feathers to go through, so nice and easy, and it got us all the way up to level 38 fishing, which is pretty nice, honestly. Quite easy XP. Let's go and get all these cooked up and see what cooking level we get up to. Decided to do the cooking here in Lumbridge Castle. I don't know if you actually get increased cook rates from the range. I know the AI mentioned that in episode 1, but I'm going to choose to believe it and cook them here. And this is the last load of salmon here. That's everything cooked up. We didn't burn too many, but it got us all the way up to level 38 cooking as well. So that's quite nice. I like the symmetry there. Let's head over to the Grand Exchange and get those sold. What do these sell for then? 40 coins each. I'll try 38. Yep. And 66. We'll try 63. Yep. And it gets us 15,000 coins. I mean, it's not awful, but there were definitely better ways that I could have spent my time there. That's another set of tasks done. We're just chewing through them right now. So let's head over to the AI and see if we can get some more combat-related tasks, maybe. That would be nice. Again, just the standard update. I'm letting it know that the mind runes only got us to 40 magic. Of course, giving it all the quests and things like that again, just so it really can't forget. And just letting it know that we got 2 long bones and a giant key in case it has some crazy idea about those. Let's find out. Okay, so it does want us to finish off the 41 magic, which is absolutely fine. That's going to take no time. So buy chaos runes. Okay. These will cost approximately 40,000 GP. Is that accurate? 40,000 coins for 200 chaos runes and 1,000 fire runes? That seems like a lot. Complete the Grand Tree quest. Okay, that's pretty good because that gives us some good XP rewards. Bring your mithril scimitar for combat and some food. Now, I haven't done this quest in a long time, but I know that the Black Demon in the quest is quite tough. I think that's going to be difficult. We'll see how that goes. Sell your hill giant loot. Yeah, we already did that. Oh, it's referencing the giant key and the long bone. Okay, so that's kind of nonsense then. It's saying just hold on to the giant key, and it's saying once I unlock Dorgish Khan, I can sell the bones for bonus GP. So that's irrelevant. I guess I'm just holding on to both of those things for now. First things first, got to pick up the Chaos and Fire runes and get back over to the Hill Giant. Back here for what will hopefully be the last time this video, but this time we're going to be doing it quite a bit faster, I think, using the Fire Bolt instead of the Wind Strike that we were using earlier. Oh yeah, now we're hitting some bigger numbers. This is way more satisfying. And just like that, in no time at all, 41 magic, nice and easy. Now we can head over and start the Grand Tree quest. As it mentions here in the quest list, or whatever this is called, the recommended combat level is 50. We are a measly 36, and I have nothing but a mithril scimitar and an inventory full of trout. So I don't know how this is going to go, but all we can do is try. I haven't done a lot of these quests in literally years, so yes, I do need the quest helper. You'll just have to get over it. I'm going to use it. It is what it is. Here he comes. Let's get a good hit in right off the bat. Get the prayers on and give him a whack. Oh, I haven't even got the attack on. 13! Oh my god. And I've got the settings on wrong. Oh my god, I think he's going to kill me. Can I out-eat it? No, I definitely can't. Can I? Oh my god. Okay, that was actually really close. There is no amount of trout that is going to make this possible. I wonder if you can flinch it. He is stuck here. You can. Oh, this rat's going to be an issue, though. Can I kill the rat quickly? Oh, he got a hit on me, but it was only a 1. That's fine. Okay. Oh, I went way too early. Can you flinch it? Let's find out. You can flinch it. Okay, well, I mean, we may as well give that a try. Let's see if we can kill it. It might take a long time, but, you know. I think it's probably fair to say that this isn't going to work. It's been quite a while, and he is still at full health. I'm like, every 10 hits or so, I actually hit him for like a 3 or a 4, and then he just heals it all back. So this definitely isn't going to work. We're going to have to go and ask the AI what we should do instead. So let's ask then. I'm doing the Grand Tree quest, and the Black Demon is too strong to kill with melee right now. How should I kill it instead? Oh my god, information overload. Okay, equip your Staff of Air. Buy Chaos Runes, at least 100, and use Firebolt, requires Chaos and Fire Runes. Alternatively, use Earth Bolt if you want to save some GP. I don't know if... would that really save me any GP? Find the safe spot, attack with magic. If the demon moves out of range, reposition yourself, heal with food if necessary. I don't think any of this is that important. I just need to get him in the safe spot and use magic. Alternative, use range. I don't think that's wise. I think we can just use magic and get on with it. Let's pick up the Chaos and Fire Runes that it asked me to buy. I'm also just going to bring the other Chaos and Fire Runes that we had left over from getting 41 magic. A few Trout, just in case we need to heal up, we get hit too hard. And this should be much easier. Alright, round 2, here we go again. The quest helper even gives me the tile indicator of the safe spot, so this is really brain dead, and sure enough, this is going to be way easier. Look how much I'm hitting him now compared to before. And that is the end of that. That was easy. I don't know why it thought melee would be a good idea in the first place. I'm not kidding. I've searched every single route, and it is the last one. It's in the last one. I don't know if it's like programmed to be like that, or if I just got extremely unlucky, but there we go. And that should be, if I just speak to the king here, I think that is quest complete, right? Yes, it is quest complete. That is a lot of attack XP and agility XP, which is very nice. And we get the gnome glider, which could be useful from time to time. I'm not too sure, but it gets us up to 34 agility and 42 attack and 37 combat as well. Not bad at all. There were a couple of nice and quick tasks, so let's go back to ChatGPT again and see where it wants us to go next. Ooh, more questing. Lost City this time. Okay. It unlocks Xanaris and access to the Dragon Dagger. Is that true? I didn't even know you needed to do Lost City for the Dragon Dagger. I might have to research that after the fact. Okay, so there are some skill requirements for Lost City. So it wants us to train woodcutting up to 36 by cutting oak trees, and then training crafting by flax and spin it into bowstrings. That's so random. 500 pieces. I don't think 500 pieces is going to do it. And then task 2 is to train fletching to 25. Fletching is quick to train and profitable. Is it profitable? Buy 500 normal logs and a knife. Fletch them into arrow shafts until level 10. And then buy 300 oak logs and fletch them into oak short bows until 25. I don't think you can do oak short bows until level 20. So we might have to come up with something there. After Lost City, buy a Dragon Dagger P++ as your next melee weapon upgrade. Well, that's going to be useless because I can't wield that until 60 attack. You're very close to 55 magic for high alchemy. Keep an eye out for profitable alchables to train there next. Why is it so obsessed with 55 magic? That's quite strange. Just going to ask it now to save some time. If I need more flax and logs to get the required crafting and fletching levels, should I buy more? Yes, if you need more flax and logs to reach required levels, you should buy more from the Grand Exchange. Here's a quick breakdown. I don't really need a breakdown. All I needed was yes. This is a lot of information, and most of it seems to be inaccurate. But essentially, it's just telling me that if I need more supplies, buy more supplies. Right out the gate, then, I'm just going to buy 1,000 flax. I think that's pretty much what I need. So let's just buy 1,000 now. And let's head over to Sea's Village to do the oak logs, because that's where I'm going to be doing the bowstring. I do quite like Sea's Village. It's a nice place. It's a good place to do some wood cutting, and we get a bird's nest right off the bat. A banana tree seed, which I believe is absolutely worthless, but we'll keep it in the bank anyway. This should be the last log to get us to level 36 woodcutting. That is one of the skill requirements for the quest, so we can move on to crafting. Turns out I'm dumb, and you can't even spin the bowstring until level 10. So back over here at ChatGPT to find out what it wants us to do to get up to level 10. Making leather gloves. I swear it just comes up with the most obscure methods possible, like the methods that nobody's doing. Alternative method crafting clay items. It keeps giving me these alternative methods, but they're usually terrible, so I'm just ignoring those. Alright, so that's the leather, the needle, and the thread. That is honestly quite expensive. We're not going to get that money back from leather gloves, I can promise you that. Well, that was easy and took no time at all. 10 crafting, and we just turned like 50k worth of leather into like 200 coins worth of gloves. So that's great. Let's run off and spin some flax. Yet again, another activity that I haven't done since I was about 15 years old. This is a lot slower than I ever remember it being. We could be doing anything else right now. Cutting gems, blowing glass, I don't know. Back in the day, this spinning wheel would have like 50 people stood here spinning flax, but not anymore. I think that's the last one there to get us to 31 crafting. Actually didn't take too long, but that is all of the requirements for Lost City, so we can go ahead and start that now. Another quest that I haven't done in years. I'm actually really enjoying doing some of these quests that I haven't done for a while. Maybe I'll do some kind of quest-related series someday. This is where we get attacked by the tree spirit, I think it is, but we can just safe spot it, I'm almost certain. So let's hide behind here. This should do it, right? And just like that, it wouldn't be an early Jagex quest if there wasn't a safe spot. That's the tree spirit dead. Now we just got to get some of the branches from the tree, and I guess we should get a bunch of them. I think you need some more for other quest requirements and stuff like that, so let's get a few. Just remembering I didn't bring any teleportation method to get out of here, so I think I'm going to have to use that portal or the door or whatever to get out of here, because my home teleport is 22 minutes away. So that was a mistake. Probably should have researched that, but apparently that portal doesn't just take you outside, it puts you into the deep wilderness, and from running past the demons and whatnot, the lesser demons or greater demons, whatever they are, I have 1 prayer point, 6 health, and no run energy. So this is going to be a scary couple of minutes. After ducking and dodging some ents and unicorns and whatnot, I did make it safely out, so we are fine. And if I go through this door, that should be quest completed. I don't think I have to talk to anyone else. There it is. You are awarded, 3 quest points and access to Xanaris, so I don't get any XP or anything for that. That's kind of lame. Well, let's pick up the logs for the fletching grind. We're going to need a bunch. I don't remember these being this expensive. 50k just like that, man. So that's 10 fletching, but as I mentioned before, that is not enough to make oak short bows. So let's speak to ChatGPT, see what it wants us to do to get from level 10 to level 20. Kind of thought that would be the case, but cutting regular longbows is what it's suggesting. And again, it's just giving me way too much information. But yeah, buy about 150 logs from the Grand Exchange. You'll need about 135 to go from 10 to 20. Is that accurate? I'm curious. Just about to finish up with the longbows and switch over to the oak short bows. And I just wanted to take a quick moment just to say, sorry I haven't had a video out for such a while. Christmas period, of course, busy. I mean, it's busy for everybody, right? But yeah, work has been picking up. I've been working much more than I would normally. And also another thing, I mean, I don't do much talking about myself on here, so I guess you don't know much about me, but I am, a lot of people have asked, I'm English from England and have lived in Canada for about 5 years. So my parents came over to visit over Christmas, which doesn't happen very often. So I did take most of the time, in fact, basically all of the time off away from Runescape and away from basically everything, just to spend time with family. But we're back in the swing of things now, so 2025 will be a good year. And that's the end of that. 25 fletching, nice and easy. Let's throw all this in the bank, get all of the stuff out that we need to sell. So we're going to sell the arrow shafts, the longbows, the short bows, the bowstring, and the leather gloves. I'm not going to sell all the supplies. It didn't tell me to, but I think what I'm going to do at some point soon is just... I've been just kind of saying we have a bunch of junk in the bank, just so I don't have to manually tell it every single thing. But I got to be honest, the crazy junk in the inventory in the bank is, I mean, it's giving me some anxiety, man. Why is the actively traded price on this 276? I mean, there's literally no way, right? Let's try 250. No, it didn't sell. 100 maybe? No. 50? I mean, that would be nice. No. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to sell it for its low barrel price here. Yeah, there it goes. Leather gloves. Yeah. Not even selling for 6 coins each, man. Let's try 4 coins. Nothing. Okay, we're literally just gonna have to drop these pretty much. That's really sad. Oak short bows, barely selling for anything. And bowstring. Okay, bowstring 96. Let's see if it goes for 95. It does. Okay, so that actually did result in some decent money. That's good. The arrow shafts aren't selling, but it did result in 93,000 coins, which puts us back up to about 300,000. We are in a net negative for this episode, which is not great, but it is what it is. That's going to happen. And the final task of today's episode was to buy a Dragon Dagger Poison Plus Plus. Pretty nice to have a Dragon Dagger. It's a classic item. Definitely feels nostalgic, but of course I'm not going to be able to use it for a long time. I don't even know if the AI really knows that. It didn't say anything about that, but here's the stats for the episode. Pretty good. Magic is looking good. Attack's looking good. We definitely need some more combat stats, though. And prayer is also a concern. One thing that is positive, though, is no matter how many silly grinds it's sending me on, we are constantly improving. There's no denying. The account is moving in a positive direction, and that's all we can really ask for. That is all for this episode, though, guys. I know I said it in the last 2 episodes, Tower of Blue, a lot of you guys have been asking where the next episode is, and as I mentioned earlier, with the break and everything that I took over Christmas, it is coming. I promise, it's on the way. Make sure you subscribe. You'll get notified when it comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.